Welcome to Classic Value Investors and Microcap Explosions. My name is Mariusz Konieczny. Today is a little update on tankers. I know I haven't been doing many updates and I haven't been talking about tankers because that's simply I'm busy. I'm busy researching companies. As you know, I launched Microcap Explosions last Friday, and I'm super busy on the phone doing scuttlebutt and building the inventory of ideas, because now that I got some money from the subscribers, like I said, I am super incentivized to research companies, and I'm so excited because I got more money and there's so many ideas that I'm just super excited, and I'm researching and I'm busy, so that obviously takes my time away from the regular tanker programming. But let's go back to the tankers. So when I did the last couple of videos on tankers, I mean, the sky was falling. Everyone was, selling. They're the worst investments on this planet. The sentiment just literally couldn't get any worse. And now we're looking at some of these companies. Euronav up 25% from the low. DHT up 14%. Frontline, the one that's supposedly it's too expensive for everyone to own, 16%. TK Tankers 22%. And the only one that's not up is Scorpio Tankers, and that's because it's fashionable right now to be hating Scorpio Tankers. And when it comes to Euronav, right now Euronav is the darling of the tankers, and Scorpio Tankers is the dog of the tankers. Let's go into some results. As you know, Euronav and Scorpio Tankers had their quarterly reports the other day, and let's go over Euronav. So great Q2. Euronav is like a perfect tanker company, really. Great CEO, great management, great fleet, great balance sheet, great transparency. I get it. It's a perfect tanker company. So everyone is piling into it and talking about how governance matters and look at the stock price and all that. But great Q2. They're returning 80% of the earnings to shareholders, either through share buybacks or dividends. Fantastic. They already did $75 million of buybacks, and I am just applauding them for this, because so many CEOs are just blabbing and talking about how it would be great to buy back shares, and they're actually doing it. And they have another 25 million of buybacks coming. So it's fantastic. They're gonna pay out a dividend at the end of August. So I'm looking forward to getting some of that. I mean, Euronav, and then Q3 is also looking good because they booked rates for VLCCs that are fantastic. So Q3 should be great, and they'll probably continue buying back shares. I mean, fantastic. Scorpio Tankers, obviously the complete opposite in the view of shareholders. It's fashionable right now to hate Scorpio Tankers. If they pay down this much debt, it's not enough. If they make this much in earnings per share, they should have done more. And so the continuous bitching about Scorpio Tankers. But they paid they paid down $250 million in debt. Q3 actually is looking a lot better than Q3 last year, and that's kind of ironic because this is supposed to be the really bad time, and the Q3 is looking out to be much better than expected. Earnings per share for Q2 were $2.40 per share. Now the stock price is about $13. So it's a head scratcher. EBITDA was $250 million. NAV, net asset value, is about $26 per share. So I think that the rates, the company is cash flow positive right now, and mostly I think it's because rates for MRs are pretty good, and a big percentage, about half of the fleet of Scorpio Tankers is MRs. So it's not looking as bad as people say, but at the end of the day, I do understand that Scorpio Tankers is the most leveraged out of all the tankers, and some people are finding it, hard to stomach. But again, as I said before, I find it very hard because when the floating storage was the talk of town, nobody was worried about the balance sheet, and now they're worried about the balance sheet. But as you know, the CEO bought some shares, he bought some call options, so the insiders are buying, the investors are bitching. So, but that's where we are. In terms of tankers in general, they are, I would still say, the most hated sector. They are more hated than the airlines. Pretty much everything is more loved than the tankers. So yeah, I think that we just have to wait how it plays out, how the COVID situation continues to develop, and I think that eventually when the story changes, because obviously people don't give a shit about cash flows, but when the narrative changes, when the story starts looking good, they might start piling back into those names. But right now, most of them are up quite a bit, but it's more like they are climbing the wall of worry, and then the tourists left, and like I said before, who's there to sell? So if anyone wants to buy, they have to buy those shares at higher prices. So that's the update for today. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.